Welcome back, everybody, to part 5 of Marvel's Iggy Plays Bayonetta 2 for the Nintendo Wii U. I'm joined here by my stalwart co-host, Mr. Dragon01. Dragon, say hi to the people.
I just woke up and he's making me do things.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, last time we got an epic boss fight in Chapter 4, so now we're going to go to the Cathedral of Cascades, which is probably one of the more beautifully looking areas in the game. I already changed the costume, so you're just going to get to see what it is.
It's going to be a surprise.
Let's just open up the tarot card, and there it is. This is the closest you'll get to seeing Samus Aran in HD.
She's got the
And here, morph ball.
like the pose of
And look,
Baldo from Soul Calibur.
And then when you jump, actually does the morph ball bombs. So again, doesn't really add anything. It doesn't give you like extra armor, but has a nice little touch.
Remember when Metroid used to be good?
And for those of you who don't know, Metroid's always been good. Those of you who don't know,
What about Blast Ball?
It's not out yet. You can't count that yet.
Also, other M.
Let me finish. In Bayonetta 1, you can get the Samus costume in there, but because it's simply adding, here we're gonna get. This is technically where you're supposed to get the salamander form, not salamander, sea snake.
Right.
For the first time, but and just really love how her costume looks. I feel like her and Samus are kind of the same height, because Samus is freaking huge. She's like 6'6".
A shame she just couldn't save Yugimoto in time.
No, he's fine. Look how detailed that costume is, though.
Now, why did you have to
because like I was saying in
that?
Bayonetta 1, you can get the Samus costume, although you don't get the morph ball thing. But in cutscenes like this, you could press down on the D-pad and that closes the visor. And it's not just in cutscenes; you can do that at will. So you could have Bayonetta play with the Samus Aran mask the entire time.
Enough jokes.
And it's kind of cool. It's the closest you'll get to playing as Samus Aran. And it's led to one of my a guy you and I both know wanting to have Platinum make a game made about Samus, just because how good this
Whoa!
Maybe. But then again, we'd have another
kids' jokes make you that
game by Platinum.
And what about you?
That's just nonsense
You
action.
really think it's safe
That's
to
not
play
Metroid.
dead
Yeah, that's
with
that's
someone who can make you
that's
dead?
why I'm like hesitant.
Men like
towards
a
it. Like, I
candle,
want-
love.
If they can make it
Risking everything for nothing.
nonsense action, but also keep
Seems
the
about right.
explorative bits, I don't know.
I know
Maybe it's
another
good.
little boy, just like
Because Metroid, if they could do a remake, actually, because
Sounds like my
Metroid
kinda
2
guy.
isn't really
Maybe a
an
bit of a
explorative
pervert.
game. It's more of just kill everything, which is right up with Platinum's sort of moniker. If they did a Metroid 2 remake, I'd be down for that, where you just kill Metroids in the most insane ways possible. It wouldn't fit with the rest of the series, but it'd be much more fun than other M shitty controls.
Let's go. We're almost to the cathedral.
Maybe. Who knows? I'd probably be against it though, despite only ever playing Metroid Prime 1. Splash.
Yeah, there's other, again, explore, this is a pretty wide area.
Is that all you've got?
So what's it like having to fight in the third dimension?
Oh, by the way, if you jump, she does a screw tag. See?
You didn't answer my question, bruh.
What do you mean fighting? We've been fighting in the third dimension for the entire game.
Usually when I say fighting in the third dimension, most fights are like on a two-dimensional plane where you're only on a flat plane.
Which is here out like it's open.
Yeah, where you're underwater.
Well, it's different only because the water is here and it's throwing like the Bayonetta just constantly sinks. Like you can keep her up, like she's constantly going to go down forward. It's okay. I'm not a fan of it.
It's kind of like you only had the X and Y plane when you're flat on the ground while you were fighting earlier.
We got 7 now.
And then when you start swimming, you add that Z dimension there.
Yeah. It's not as clunky. It's not as. It's not. I'll say this. It's not nearly as fun as. By the way, down there, if you go there, that's another battle scenario. I'm not gonna go down there because waste of time, and I've already gotten that reward, so there's no point. I've already beaten the game. I haven't 100%ed it, but I've beaten the game, so there's really no point.
Are you gonna 100% this game?
No, because I'm not good enough to get pure platinum on third climax. Like I could if I had enough practice, but I got other games to play. Okay, let me show off the morph ball. Well, it's not the screw attack. This is the space. I guess it's the screw attack. And if you... I just love showing that off. It's just so...
It's like it's bitty.
It's not the screw attack, but it's the space jump. I believe this is called.
Here we
If it
are.
was a screw attack, it'd probably do damage.
Yeah, I don't think it does damage. I haven't tested it out yet. This is a gate, and I love how Bayonetta sort of feels strange energy similar to Loki's pulsating through the object appeared. Piercing some kind of device. I'll try to get it over there.
It looks like Yugimoto created the Millennium Gate.
Is that a thing?
No. There's only like 7...
It's eye, puzzle, key,
Rod and key.
Tooth,
No, there's no.
beard,
What the fuck are you on?
glasses. No, that's the eye.
The Millennium Scale.
Hold on, it's cutscene. You asked for demonic figures, right? Last time? You got more demonic figures.
Hey, how's it going? I look roughly like everything else you fought, except I have a skull and not like a smooth face.
An infernal?
They don't look like your kind of normal
These are
attention.
new to the game. These are
A
new to the
friend,
game.
love?
In the last game, you just
I
fought
think
angels.
my friends and I might
These
have
are
had a
brand new
falling
enemies.
out. Why would infernals be after me?
Something's up.
Hey, how's it going?
The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
So is he supposed to be the devil?
No, he's not.
Good to know some of you are keeping your part of the contract. Let's do this.
Any boss time.
He actually does just what to do with the hammer arms.
It's probably using the same assets, but I mean,
Is that all
it's probably using the same build, but it's different. His attacks are different enough to forget it. He does different things. Like the hammer dude.
So close.
Well, the hammer dude didn't. This guy doesn't have hammer.
Well, yeah. It's probably using the same assets, but you know, it's a completely different fight. The arena's different. How he puts is different. I'm just saying, it's like a lot of games do that. I love this.
Oh, and the Millennium Ring and the Millennium Necklace.
He had the Millennium Ring.
That was Bakura.
No, he had the Millennium Necklace.
No? That thing was called the Millennium Ring.
And who had the
Necklace was Isis, or whatever her name was.
Ishtar's sister?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm playing on the second time myself, so it's so easy. And I have a look, and now you get to stack your partner.
It's a unicorn.
Oh, actually, no, never mind. I forgot this is my guy. I just love how creative they are with their climaxes. It's just so like it's just visual porn candy to watch.
One candy.
And we got platinum medal too.
Not pure platinum, though.
No, that took too many hits.
Should probably stop doing that.
We'll use this later.
I wonder how it shrunk in size.
Well, it's just magic. You just go with it. Again, you just gotta go with it.
No,
And the water's rising, so just keep going up.
I need logic.
I
in
really
my
don't.
games.
I'm not a fan of the water controls in this game. That's why I'm glad there's not a lot of them. The Grand Hall. I really love how like spacious this game is.
A Shizu, that's what her name was.
Yeah, there's a fight right here.
What's up, bruh? Off to a great start.
Yeah, those guys can be annoying because they can come out of nowhere and let's be fast. Also, you can ride them. Again, if you daze an opponent, sometimes you can... Oh, this guy's annoying. What this guy can do right here is he can basically send other enemies into what's called a blood crate. I don't think it's called a blood crate, but like the enemies turn blood red. And they basically become more vicious, more aggressive, and they hit harder. Oh, look, we got a platinum medal. Another platinum medal. Also, I love how if you have Salamandra on... I think I said this off last time.
Right. You wanna finish that thought there?
That she's on the skateboard. I think this is gonna be a fight. No, I think I might have gotten what's already in here. Then. Okay, it's probably one of the angelic hymns. I don't know if I can't remember if I explained this or not, but angelic hymns are basically ways for you to get new upgrades and new weapons and new accessories. They're scattered throughout the level. Some of them are cleverly hidden. And you have to. It's not just. It's basically finding records together. Sometimes they're in chests like these. I think this one has a chest.
Nice touch that doesn't continue shoving sparks out while you're skating around.
On the water?
Yeah.
It's just the water. But yeah, you know. There's a lot of detail in this game. Again, you know. Like, this is why, like, this is the game I use as an example to people. Like, oh, it's just, like, yeah, is it as powerful as, say,
This is it. The bridge to the heavens should be right above us.
One? No, clearly not.
Are you sure?
But if you, it's all about what you get out
Not
of the
really.
console.
Not
and,
really, huh?
You know,
But you're
it's
right.
it's definitely like
This is it.
It's all about what
Call
you
it
get
a
out of
woman's
the console.
intuition.
And Platinum clearly got what
Women's
they needed
intuition.
out of the Wii U.
What kind of silly
Right.
comic
And
book shit is
everything
that?
has a nice shimmer to
Still
it.
don't know a thing
There's
about
no
me.
like
Let's just
static.
say I have
they
plenty of
clearly hide
experience
things
with
to make
nothing
it
coming
make the
to mind.
enhancements a lot better. So it's not a perfect
What?
game, but this
I
is like the
spent
example of people
500
who like
years
shun the
not
Wii U away.
knowing who I was.
I wish there was more games
I
like
only
this.
found out
That's
the
what
truth
annoys me.
recently.
Like I'm fine with
You too?
Nintendo's library.
Listen,
I
I
love
don't
it,
remember
but
a thing. Nothing.
Like this is sort
I
of
don't
like
even
an
know why I'm so
exposition.
damn sure I
You
need to
keep
go to
pushing.
that
You
mountain.
can't jump. You can't do
But-
anything. in this.
Come now,
Yeah, you
little
just
one.
can't really
Can't
find
let
many
the girls
games
know
like this
you've got
on
a
a Wii U
heart.
console.
Well,
It's
there's a
not
couple
like
of
that.
mature titles.
If
There's
that's
this
all you
one,
that's all the
Zombie U,
sense
which
you
now
need.
the horrible port
Just
of Zombie is out
That's
everywhere
what
else.
I
Which,
do.
trust me, if you play Zombie,
Bayonetta.
the only way to play Zombie properly is play Zombie U with the gamepad.
Let's do it.
I wish I had brought that with me so I can show it off, but I just didn't want to deal with it. Here's another Muffle Slime. Sometimes Muffle Slime will give you his, but there's like I said, there's Zombie U. There's this coming out in a couple weeks now. At the time of this recording, there is the what's that one
I
movie?
think-
Not one movie, the one game.
I remember this.
Huh?
Fatal Frame, Made in Blackwater, but that's going to be only a digital release. It's not going to get a physical release in the West, which is like, okay, you know, fine. I'm kind of fine with it, but I'm not going to get it immediately now, like I was. Like there could be mature titles, but I know, I feel like I don't know. It's Cheshire. I don't remember his real name though. I can't remember right now. Love his hat though.
But yeah, and if you want to play like more mature titles,
You again?
it's just a lot.
Oh,
The
hey.
simpler option to just
Mouthy
go with
brat
either
kid.
the Xbox or the
So,
PlayStation.
Yeah.
I see you're acquainted.
I guess if you're into that, like
How did you get here?
personally, to me, a lot of the
I'm the great
sometimes a lot of
L.U.K.A.
the
Luca.
and this is not me
I didn't
shitting
go
on it, but a
through all
lot of
these
the
ridiculous ordeals to just
third-party
randomly show
stuff
up
for
in
Sony
opportune
and
places.
Xbox just feels derivative.
See?
Like it's all based on one
Risking
thing.
everything
Can you
for
tell
nothing.
me where anything else like
Told
this
you I knew
exists in terms of
someone
its
just
style,
like
in terms of its? Now, granted, if
So,
it was for a
what are you
PS4, it would
after this
have that
time?
unique flavor too, and that would encourage me to buy those consoles.
Oh,
But
loads of stuff.
One thing I can say about
For
Nintendo's
instance,
games is that they have a unique flair to them
I
that you
found
can't
this
and
really great place
experience
for
For
seafood.
children.
that you
An amazing
not
sardine lumiere.
not all children and families because
But
I'm a
more
dude who
important,
lives
I'm
who's
investigating
not
an
a
old
child who
Lower
doesn't have
Toon
a
store
family and I enjoy their
known
games.
That's the
The
prime.
legend.
That's
of
always been their thing though.
Exactly.
It's ever, you know.
The
and,
legend
like,
of Aesir.
yeah, and Sega kept pushing that. Now Sega's basically burning. So
And this
whether you
fairy
like it or
tale
not,
is-
they're still making smart business
Actually,
decisions.
this might have something
and just
to do
because
with
like
you,
just because a
Bayonetta.
title isn't mature doesn't
You
mean the
don't
title isn't
say.
worth playing. Like,
The
I
Legend of
really hate
Aesir.
this argument
A
that
legend from the dawn of
mature
time.
equals good when that's not always true.
Nobody
and
knows
Kitty,
where the
I'm not
that's
saying that.
You're insinuating it though. You're
I'm not though.
You're
I'm just saying if you
realities
want to play
to be
more mature
split into 3
games,
realms.
but like
it's a simpler option
but
to go with.
but if you're
chaos.
but you're also insinuating that because there's no
Obviously,
mature
our
games
world was
on
the
the
one
Wii U. By
born
the way,
from
this is
chaos.
stupid lore
I didn't
shit.
say there was no mature games. We're
No,
playing
but-
mature game
but
right
the-
now.
but
I'm
the-
just saying there's not as many.
But the
Most
lack
of
of
all,
makes it
ours.
not worth it to pick up when there's plenty
the one that
of
ruled the
experiences to be had
became
on the
known
Wii
as
U,
Aesir.
and that just because it's
Aesir
gritty
spent the
or
first
mature or
eternity
dark,
quietly looking
not saying
upon
you're
the
saying
earth
those
from
words,
his
but other
holy
people are
mountain.
saying those words. Doesn't
Where
make the
we
game
only see
good,
reality
and just
make it
because the
match
game is
our rules
perceived
of the
as say
world.
Kitty like
Aesir saw
Kirby's
through
Epic
reality.
Yarn or
And those visions
Yoshi's Woolly World is
became
coming
ours.
out in a couple weeks. Just
These
because the game
observations
looks a
became
certain way
Aesir's
doesn't mean
power.
it's not fun to play.
Aesir's
Like that to me
eyes
is all what's
were
important.
truly
When
the
I
eyes
see
that
what's coming
created
out
the
from the
world.
market for PS4 and Xbox One,
Aesir pitied the humans for their
it just seems
naivete
more
and lack of free will.
yeah, we're for
So the power
adults,
he wielded
but
was
really
split
we're
into two
like
equal
again,
halves,
it's like you aim for
and
teenage, you
entrusted
aim for
each to
adults, but really the
humanity's
target,
instincts.
the real people who are
The
buying
right
Call
eye
of
of
Duty are
light
8-year-olds who shouldn't be playing
and
the
the
game in the
left
first
eye
place,
of
in my opinion.
darkness.
But
The ESRB
By
rating
dividing
is
the
there for
power
a
of the
reason.
eyes
Well, no,
they
but
see.
nobody fucking pays. The
Humans
parents don't
gain
pay
free
attention to that
will.
shit, and then they get mad when
They
their
could now
kid starts
choose.
emulating and stuff. But my point is,
With control of the
that
eyes
just
of the
people.
world,
I really wish some
the
people.
eyes
I
that
understand if you don't
determine
like a
destiny.
certain thing, that's fine. But to
Humans could
dismiss
choose
something
their own
altogether because
paths.
of an art style or
They
because
awoke
it's
to
not
their
as
own identities.
difficult as a certain game doesn't mean it's not fun.
Man
Not
is
every
but a
game
reed.
needs to be, you know,
The most
to steal
feeble
away from
thing
you.
in
Dark
nature.
Souls hard.
But now,
to
we
be
were
fun.
thinking.
This is what I'm
When the
playing.
hell did I
And we
ever
took
say
our
things
first
were
big
Dark Souls
step
hard?
towards
Well,
grand
people say
prosperity.
that, and Dark Souls, like people,
inheritors
some people
of the
have this
eyes of
fascination. Like, if
Aesir
it's not difficult,
have
it's
been
not
granted the
it's
power
not a
of
thing to play.
creation.
Things are rewarding
The
for
eyes.
differently. Like for me, Bayonetta 2 on second climax
That's
isn't
right.
hard, but
The eyes of the
it's
world,
about
controlled by a
it's more
looming
about
sage and
how much
Umbra
fun
witch.
and insane the combat is.
Eyes?
To me, that is what
The
games
world?
are. Like the late great Satoru
However,
Iwata used to
the
say.
influence of
You know,
the right
games
eye,
should be fun
the one
for
controlled by
everyone.
the sages,
Games should be enjoyed by everyone, whether you
left
agree
this
with that or
world
not.
forever with the death
That's
of the
what the
final
main
sage.
things of playing a video game, not to this is flashback into the first game a little bit too, not to segregate
Do
a
the
certain
natural
evil because
disasters
it's
that are
weird to
occurring
be
right
edgy
now
and
have
all
something to
that
do
stuff.
with
That's
the
why I don't-
loss of the
like,
right
look at
eye?
the popular games on
And
the
what will happen
Xbox
to our
360, PS4. The
Those are
third
the
person and
truths
first person
I'm
shooters.
after.
I like those,
And the truth
but I'm
will
not a fan
always
of
be the
those.
truth.
On the
So
PS4?
if the truth is here, then so am
A
I.
few things are popular that's fun.
And
That
I
are
think
top
the key
telling
to
that are
that truth is
not
that map.
popular. I'm talking about like number one
Thimble
selling or
Center.
top selling.
How
What
do
are
you
they?
find
Are they
these
explorer
things?
games? Are they thinking games? They're
I've
all
done my
either
homework.
extremely violent, and there's nothing wrong with those,
Would you
but
expect
Like
anything
one?
less from
it's a very violent,
marvelous,
very
magnificent,
aggressive game.
magnanimous?
That's also balls
Lucas!
hard.
Are you just saying that's like happy-go-lucky like Nintendo's platformers?
Not happy-go-lucky, but there's in terms of what's popular
Bayonetta,
is
get
not,
on!
and what they produce to keep up with that demand is not what I want to play. Versus with Nintendo, I can, even within their own sort of,
Is that all you've got? Lock off!
sorry, I didn't mean to go to combat. Even with their own sort of like family-friendly style, each game feels different from one another.
Do they though?
Yes. This doesn't, like, granted, this is a Nintendo because they didn't make it, but Legend of Zelda doesn't feel like Mario. Mario doesn't feel like Zelda.
Yeah, but each Zelda feels like a different Zelda
That's not what
with
we're
a
talking.
different fresh coat of paint.
Where can I get another Zelda experience so that's not just, it feels like a rip-off? I know where else. Where else am I going to get it?
Darksiders.
That's a rip-off. That's
Is it a rip-off
that's a-
though? I would
that's a-
say it's more of an
that's a-
homage.
That's
That's your word. That's an homage.
It's a derivative form of what a perfect
And,
form.
and that's only really because Zelda was the first thing to come out.
And it's okay.
If
there was-
Darksiders was the first thing that came out and we played that first, we'd be saying Legend of Zelda is a ripoff of Darksiders.
What I'm saying is that it's a derivative of something that came before, and yeah, is it good? But it also does its own unique things. But it's not the same.
Nothing's gonna be the same as one game that came
That's
first.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like I can't get a Zelda experience anywhere else.
And that's stupid to compare to anything else.
I cannot get that experience from anywhere else.
I get that experience whenever I play any game that's like it.
I don't get it.
I don't
Because
tell you that,
Darksiders 2 has the puzzle element, sure, but it's also has the God of War elements. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, you don't just press B to slash in a horizontal
But
form.
Zelda's not about the combat, though. That's the thing.
It is
they-
kind of about the
They've
combat.
made it about the combat. By the way, they've made it about the combat, but before then it wasn't.
Even Legend of Zelda 1, it was all about the combat.
It was not.
Each time you walked into a
That-
different room while exploring, it's mostly about exploring, but combat is a huge portion of it.
It's not a huge portion.
It is a huge
The
portion.
huge portion of people actually enjoy Legend of Zelda is because of the sportive dungeons and secrets, not combat. Combat is there. Combat is a factor. Combat is secondary. Combat is secondary.
Combat is within those dungeons.
But it is not. What
It is within every dungeon. And
That
you
is-
can't go,
okay.
You cannot go into another room without defeating those enemies first.
Okay, I never said it's not inclusionary. What I'm saying, it's not what people who actually enjoy Zelda like Zelda for. It's about the exploration.
That was
It's about
easy.
going in there. It's about facing the unknown, which combat is involved. But that is not the key component.
something about that.
By the way, stuff like this makes me wish we got to play. We don't get to play as him, but I wish we got to play as this character.
I'm just saying the combat is a huge part of that exploratory part.
To to deal with enemies in your way. Yeah, but it's not. But it's simple for a reason, because your focus is more on trying to find your way through this puzzle, not how to individually kill an enemy. That's the point.
And then Zelda evolved into you get an item and then you figure out how to kill the enemy with it.
Well, supposedly they're changing that with Zelda U.
Are they though?
So you know what? If you're just gonna just assume things, we're just gonna change the conversation.
I mean, it's a heavily possible thing that's gonna happen.
Except that they've told us that they're trying to, except for the Link Between Worlds sort of shied away from that other way in the version.
Yeah, but you can still use a lot of the assets that you get to kill them. And you get everything all at once, so it's a lot harder to just, hey, you got this item in that dungeon now, you can just use it to defeat the boss. I feel like it's more of an illusion in the Link, not Link to the Past, a Link Between Worlds. And you just kind of get everything at once if you grind up the money.
That doesn't mean if you grind up the money.
Even then, you can still just use whatever you buy and just kill them off with your new power meld into walls. You know what I mean?
No, I don't, because you were allowed to do any dungeon in the order you want.
Roughly.
Except for one, but that was about it. Except for the first three, that's mandated.
And it's all just because you're able to get all of your tools at once if you need to.
So close.
Like, one dungeon requires one item. And I'll give you that, that's the only thing within a Link Between Worlds.
Supposedly they're going to do... Well, I mean, I'll say this, and this is another game you don't like, is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask does not concede to the Zelda formula at all.
Is that all
It doesn't. You get the item in there, but I'll use the example as Ronaldo, the Jungle Warrior. You could beat him with the arrow that you get in that game. You could, because that's the key weapon you get in there. You can also beat him with the Deku Nuts. There's more than multiple ways to beat him. It's not you're not locked into doing one thing. So, if they can do Zelda U, how Majora's Mask was done with the time limit, Zelda U is potentially be the best Zelda game ever. Open, interesting side quest, bosses that don't require one weapons. They could, but you may not have that, or you could find your own inventive ways to take them out. And it's supposed to be the Skyrim of Zelda, where it's just open, supposedly.
We'll just have to wait and find out.
And Star Fox U's coming out next year. Star Fox doesn't feel like anything else.
Well, Star Fox has only ever had, like, what, 2 games?
Star Fox Assault, Star Fox Adventures. There was 2 for the DS. There's actually been more than people. And in Star Fox and Super Nintendo.
Counting the weird story ones where you're walking around.
Well, that's only one. That's Star Fox
with a crystal.
For the GameCube, yeah. But you had Star Fox from '93 for the Super Nintendo, which broke down.
That performance
broke
might
down
make
things.
the back page of the classified.
And then you had Star Fox 64, which is the one everybody remembers. Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube, which was a letdown to some people. It's not. I don't know if it's a bad game or not because I've never played it. Then you have Star Fox Assault, and there was 2 for the DS. I want to say. Yes, I got a better record than that one. Awesome. And then now you have the new one coming out next year. All right.
Which I think they said was gonna be for the NX, I think.
They have not said that.
They said some game is going to be moved to the NX.
They have not mentioned any games. There's only been one game confirmed for the NX. I'm going to change my costume. Let's go with... We will save... Speaking of Star Fox, we'll save Star Fox for a special level. We're going to go to... Let's see.
What was that game for the NX then?
Dragon Quest. That's the only thing that's been technically announced.
I could swear they moved something else.
Now you're just making shit up.
No.
The only game that has been technically announced for it is Dragon Quest XI, the new Dragon Quest game.
I heard something was going to be pushed back or like moved up to the NX.
That is probably people speculatively talking. I guarantee you that's what that shit is.
Probably.
So, and you notice how I didn't change my weapons. I wanted to show something that I've neglected to show off.
I didn't Zelda, honestly.
Honestly, that's probably gonna happen. I'm not saying it won't. It will. Like it's gonna be Wii U only. But I would not be surprised. Considering we don't even know what the NX is. If you go into your hold on, not this one. Hit your select button. You can actually change your buttons, your weapons in game.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do it at the menu every time. So if you're in battle, you can just hit select, change your weapons. I don't know why you have the handguns. I really don't know. But let's go with Love is Blue and Irunia. And let's go with... Can we put these on our legs? No, you can't put them on your legs.
Be cool if you could have a scythe on your leg.
Okay, so let's put a scythe over here. So this is A, and then we will... Yeah, that's good.
That looks weird with the scythe. Like pulsating.
So yeah, I think Zelda U might be a Twilight Princess scenario here where Twilight Princess was going to be only for the GameCube, and then it got shipped in development to the Wii.
Right.
Which the Wii is not a definitive version of it technically, whether you like that or not. And then I think Zelda U is going to have that where you're going to have people who are going to get the NX, the Wii U version, which is going to be the version it was made for, and then they're going to port it to the NX because of the launch title.
Right.
Which I wouldn't be surprised.
New model.
Another aerial battle.
I hope this one lasts a little bit longer.
This one's much more manageable though.
Now,
Saying that's just going to make me take him there.
you mainly
After
play
I've taken
Nintendo.
care of my business.
Well, you don't really.
No, I
main-
play plenty of Sony, you know that.
What I was trying to say
Is
is,
that all
you
you've
enjoy
got?
Nintendo for all its family
Bingo.
stuff.
I enjoy
And-
their solid platformers versus some of the people who claim to be good platform developers don't understand the physics. Looking at
Is
you,
that
little
all
big
you've
planet.
got?
What I'm trying to say is,
I prefer here's why, you know why I honestly prefer Nintendo? Quality assurance. Because I know chances are on a Nintendo game, very rarely will I have to worry about a game breaking when it comes out on
Is
launch
that all
day.
you've got?
Or, and overall, it may not be the best game ever, but damn it, am I not going to have fun playing it. That is why I enjoy Nintendo Plus. Also, there's nostalgia to it too, because it's not even that much nostalgia because I grew up as a Genesis kid. Like I played my Genesis mostly.
what I'm trying to say anyways, that I mostly play games for the story, not just like difficult gameplay or grittiness.
You think I'm just a player guy, not a story guy? Despite that you know my history.
And I'm not trying to say that, I'm just saying that that's why I mainly play games on my PlayStation consoles.
So
You haven't played Earthbound yet, have you?
I don't care about Earthbound.
That's
though.
a story though. Like
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 that's one game that has a piece of story for the Nintendo that you've mentioned so far.
I'm going.
Mario is
I'm-
all about saving the princess. Legend of Zelda is all about saving the princess. Donkey Kong is all about saving his bananas. Fucking Star Fox is saving the galaxy or universe or whatever his shit is, and he barely has any main titles. That's not for the handhelds.
I'm gonna ask you this: why are you raising your voice? Like no reason. We're right next to you.
I know, but you keep trying to interrupt me while I try and defend myself here.
But you're also saying that like there's no story to them. Xenoblade Chronicles.
I'm saying
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I'm saying Nintendo is not all about story though with most of their games.
Super Mario Galaxy 1.
I would not say Super Mario Galaxy 1 has a story. She's like a new character they wanted to toss in because
So she
Princess
does-
Peach is not here anymore. Might as well get
So-
Space Bay.
So, but her story does count. There is a story, more story than Galaxy 2. I mean,
More story than
I'll-
any other Mario game that we've ever seen.
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you in that. But that doesn't mean that Nintendo hasn't done story before. Not a lot.
I'm just saying story is not their main focus with their games.
It's about
platforming type gameplay.
It's like gameplay. It's like gameplay consistent.
And I care more about story.
I'll tell you this. You're gonna hate me for bringing this game up, but Skyward Sword, you hate that game. That is the only game in the Zelda franchise where you actually give a shit about Zelda.
And it has shit gameplay.
The motion controls could be better. I agree. You got a gold one. That's not bad. I wonder if I did better or worse. But what I'm saying is, you talk about story. That whole game is like a story thing. That whole game is about the relationship between Link and Zelda. Earthbound is a story. Xenoblade Chronicles has a story. I've heard iffy things about Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles is an amazing story, and I actually think you would love that game. I actually
fairly certain Xenoblade was on different consoles.
it was on. Well, it was Xenogears to the PlayStation, and then Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenosaga. But this is like a spiritual sequel. It's not connected. It's just more of like Nintendo allowed them to continue continue the series, but use the name. But yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode. As we've done 2 chapters this time again. Oh, dude, we did even better. Awesome. Fuck you, Let's Play Curse. Let us know what you think about the status of the Wii U, and the mature titles and all the ranting. And do you think I'm going to maintain I'm not just a game guy. I'm plenty of story guy, but I also like tight gameplay too. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Marvelous Iggy.
I'm Mr. Dragon.
Be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe button for more Nintendo goodness.
Bye.